Hey Dwight, how's it going? That's okay. I'm just hanging out. I figured other people might want to hang out if they didn't have anything better to do. Size. So, yeah, the black on the side. I guess they are. They shouldn't be on the West Coast, though. I hope this fits. If it doesn't, I'm going to be mad. These are supposed to accept 12 gauge wire. Tighten it up a little bit. We'll see if it does. Well, it ain't pulling out, so that's a good thing. I should have put these wires in before I mounted these things, especially the middle one. But oh well, live and learn. This is my electrical panel. So my track feeders, I've got three zones, and they're going to go into these circuit breakers. And then the circuit breakers, of course, have to be wired to the terminals. And then out of the terminal goes into the booster, the SP5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put if I bring this up a little bit, I'm going to put a hinge on this so it can swing up under my layout, and then I'm going to have a latch on the back of it. When I'm not using it, it'll be under my layout. Then when I need it, I can just unlatch it and it'll swing down. That's why I mounted the smart booster like I did. It'll be hidden, supposedly. Here we go. Do the hard one first. And then I can relax. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, hopefully that's in there. Looks like it. And one more. All right. Yeah, it's kind of strange. Usually, few people show up, but oh well. Just not. They're just not interested in wiring up their layout, I guess. Now, let's see. We'll put that between. Don't tell me these ain't gonna fit. I can't believe this. Wow. Doesn't look like it accepts. "12-gauge terminals." Wow. It doesn't even accept 14, 16-gauge terminals. But I bet it accepts these. These do 22 to 16. And look at that. Those will fit perfectly. I guess I should have been more careful when I bought them, huh? Well, so much for that. I should have bought terminals. Hold on a second. Let me see if the others in the package will fit. Doesn't look like these do either. Even the longer ones that came in the package, I don't think they will. No, they don't. Well, now I got to go back to the drawing board. I got to go back and find some of these terminals that will fit 12-gauge spade connectors. So, but that's okay because I got those wired up, and then my like I said, my track coming from my track will go in here, and then when I get the right blocks, then I can wire into those and into my smart booster. Well, that was short-lived. Hey, somebody else joined us. Wonder who that is. Well, that's not any good at all. Now I got to go back to Amazon or someplace and see if I can find terminal blocks that'll fit. What I liked about these is they had these that you could just put across, so it wired all the terminals together. Show. That is a bummer. I thought I was going to be able to get this done tonight. I got to go order some more. Another thing I liked about these is there were only 4 terminals. And most of the ones you get, have 8, 10, or 12 on there. Yeah, they do. I just didn't pay attention to what I was ordering. But like I said, I liked them because they did have just 4 spots, which was what I needed. Because most of the ones, like I said, you get are longer. Hey, Mystic John, what's up? Well, the best laid plans of mice and men. That's what happens. Yeah, that's what I was paying attention to with the spaces on the terminal blocks, rather than whether they were could accept 12 gauge spade connectors. So no, it's not. It's just for my electronics. What it is, I've got 3 districts on my layout, and these were 3 circuit breakers the track was supposed to go into, and then they were supposed to wire to the terminal blocks, which just went into the smart booster. So, like I was saying, I didn't realize when I bought these that they wouldn't accept this 12 gauge terminal spade connectors. So they only accept the connectors you buy for 22 to 16 gauge wires. These small ones, these small ones, they will accept those, and that's all they will accept. Waycross, how's it going? Yeah, so what I was going to do, what I did is I made this, and it's going to be on a hinge with a latch on the bottom side of it. And so when I don't need it, I'm just going to swing it up out of the way under the layout on the hinge and latch it. And when I need it, if I need it, I just unlatch it and it swings down. So I mounted a little, this is really a strap for like if you're doing decking and stuff like that. So I mounted it to the back of the smart booster. Yeah, I'm using 12 gauge bus wire. So, like I said, I thought I'd have this done tonight, and then I realized I bought the wrong terminal blocks, and I didn't realize it until I got it all wired up. Well, They recommend if you're running so many feet of wire, which I'm running 34, almost 40 feet of wire. So on each district that you go up to a larger gauge wire. 14 might have done it, but I went up to 12 to be safe. So that's why I used 12. Like I said, 14 would have probably been okay, but I did it with 12, so that's what I'm trying to stick with. Because when you when you go to smaller wire, even here, it's like you negate the effect of using the larger wire. So like I said, I'm just going to go and order more terminal blocks that'll accept the 12 gauge spade connectors, and I'll be back in business. But like I said, it's going to be a couple days. Order from Amazon. Waycross. Let's see. You got a CSX in an Operation Lifesaver locomotive. Cool. We'll have to go over to your channel and watch those. I wonder who else we got in here. Some people don't want to talk. They're in the background. Yep, I'll have to do another video when I get, like I said, when I get the right terminal blocks. That was just dumb me. Like I said, I was looking for something with only 4 spots because that's what I needed, instead of looking for something that would accept 12 gauge connectors. So sometimes you just do dumb things. That's okay. Like I said, distance matters too. I don't know how you're dropping it. How many feet you're using on your bus wires. So I think the NMRA site has or at least maybe even NCE site has recommended for what gauge of bus wire to use for a certain number of feet. So yeah, and 18 gauge feeders are fine. That's what I'm using. So I'm using bell wire for my feeders because I like the single strand. Because it's, to me, for me, it's easier to solder it to the track. So you could use either one. Hey, Daryl, what's up? Yeah, Daryl, I didn't know if you heard it before I was just telling him how I screwed up. I bought the wrong terminal blocks, so I've got to go back and order some more from Amazon. Get the right ones, because these are too small. They won't accept my 12 gauge spade connectors. So that was it. Like I said, I thought I was going to be done tonight wiring all this up, and I guess I'm not. Thanks. I was telling them, Daryl, I'm going to mount it under the layout on a hinge with a latch on the back so I can swing it up out of the way when I don't need it to be in the way. So. And I used a decking strap to mount my smart booster on it. Because really, the smart booster is supposed to sit on a tray or something, probably because it's got little feet on it. But it wouldn't have worked. So I just took one of the screws out of the metal plate in the back and put another second screw in. So there's two screws into the unit. One was already there as part of the unit, and the other one I just drilled through the metal plate into air, basically, and then mounted it with two screws on each side. So. Yep, my 3 circuit breakers, terminal blocks, and the smart booster. And then I have this, the only other thing I have, well, I have my wireless, but I bought this, and I'm kind of anxious to use it, this Wi-Fi Trax. So I can connect this to my smart booster, and what it does is you can download several different throttles onto your phone, your smartphone, both Android and Apple devices, and then you can. This provides a Wi-Fi interface with your smart booster without having to go through your home Wi-Fi or anything like that. And it says you can use Android engine driver or iOS Y throttle or Wii throttle. I don't know. So anybody that comes over to my house can just download those one of those apps on their smartphone and use it to control trains if they want. So I'm kind of anxious to get that. See you, Dwight. Kind of anxious to get that hooked up and see use it, because you can use up to 4 throttles on this, and then I have 2 throttles. I've got my NCE power cab and then my wireless throttle. So if I needed to, I could have a total of 6 people in here operating, which there will never be 6 people in here because there wouldn't be room to breathe. So I imagine about 4 is about the maximum number I can have in here operating. Like I said, I'm kind of anxious to get this Wi-Fi Trax throttle installed, or Wi-Fi interface installed. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Like I said, I've never used this before, but it'll be nice to come over. It'll be nice because I don't have to buy extra throttles. I don't have to buy any more throttles. As long as somebody has a smartphone. If they don't have the smartphone, they can use one of my wireless throttle or my wired one. So, yeah. Yeah, John, three if they stand side by side. So, yeah, I just didn't hear 4 is the absolute maximum. They would just be getting in each other's way if I had any more than that. Especially right here where I'm standing. I mean, there's only there's about 1.5 foot width here, I think. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 20 inches, but there's not much width in here. So, because I have an extension out. Normally there's a 2-foot aisle, but don't have much room here. So. But that's what I'm doing with this. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is, like I said, I'm going to have to order some more terminal blocks and then come back and finish all this up. So. This was a short-lived live stream, so I'm probably going to end it here in a second. So. And go and kick myself for not ordering the right stuff. Oops, I opened the bottom of the bag too. See that? Yeah, this will mount. This will mount here on the board as well. So. Because all this is it. This is all you need to interface with the phone. So. And it just plugs into here. So. Yep, John, will you take it easy? And Daryl, thanks for stopping by. Sorry I'm ending this sooner than I thought. But anyway, I do appreciate everybody stopping in for a few minutes. Y'all take it easy and have a good evening.